What?
Desktop bodybuilding.
I know. Can you see me on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm on YouTube. Oh well. I gotta stop this. Put it back up.
Just go with it.
Yeah, let's go. So, hey, hello friends. I wanted to talk about the prize money there because I think it could be a little bit different. I believe that the classics should have more money. So $600,000 for the Olympia, Mr. Olympia, the open guys, and only freaking 60,000 for Bumstead. And obviously Bumstead doesn't need the money, but I think it's
Comments?
what
You looking at the comments?
on the chatting. Yes, Xavier's there
And Morgan.
and Morgan's there.
Morgan said views would be higher if he was on the pod.
Yeah, Morgan, I was doing a test right now. And it just went live without me noticing. Thank God I wasn't like scratching my balls or something.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. So yeah, let me see if I can find a little post. Volume low from your end, bro.
But I can hear it.
How's that? Now it's way higher. I think I'm clipping even. 100K for classic, a milli for the open guys. A milli. I mean, it should be like it's getting there because $600,000 US is like what 800,000 Canadian. So we're almost there. I'm just trying to see like what some of the conversations people had on this. There you go. So let me. Poof. How was that for a transition? All right. Well, you could cut the start out after your live, by the way. Oh, like edit it? Yeah, maybe. A milli. So here, look. Physique guys, 50,000. But meh, physique, right? $60,000 for Bumstead. That's like a weekend for him with his contracts and stuff. But the thing that's crazy, 212, which I find is not even as popular as classic, is getting more money. I wonder if it's like the older the class is, they have priority over the money. Is it kind of a thing like that? Because the first other class that they added for men, oh wait, was it 212? It was 202. 202, and it was the what's his name, from New York. He won a bunch of them. Black guy, big ass, long arms, very muscular. He didn't look like he was 202 pounds. Muscle per square inch, yeah, maybe. But I feel like 90,000 classic and 60,000 for the 212 makes more sense to me, right? Joseph, why don't you increase your volume? But it should be better now, right? Okay. Morgan, what you're saying here? Bigger, your more money you get. I think is it related to like the ticket sales though? Like what brings more tickets? Open right now, right? Taylor Jane. Everyone could qualify to compete for open, therefore biggest amount of money. I don't understand. What are you saying? Taylor? Where is she? She's in my chat, but she's not even in my house. What are you saying, Taylor? You're saying that everyone should qualify to compete for open?
No, I said because it's the category. Everybody can go into that category. You can't go into classic.
I could go into classic.
There's weight limits.
Well, if I lost the weight.
But that's the thing. Anyone
No.
in classic
Oh.
could try and compete in
Yes,
open.
open bodybuilder is the hardest class there
That's
is.
what I mean.
It's the highest level of bodybuilding in the world. Therefore,
So all these other classes could try
left
open
ear.
bodybuilding if they wanted to.
I'm talking only the left ear. One sec. Properties. Oh, I hate when this happens.
This is fun for people.
Oh, whatever.
It's in my right ear. It works.
Really?
Well, I only have one headphone.
Okay. The price should be quadrupled. They're taking years off their life after all. Well, that could be said for any sports, I guess. That's dangerous. You're right. Open bodybuilding, that could be an argument, but I wonder if it's in their argument. Because I think classic guys and 212 and physique, they're all like doing things that are pretty extreme. So yeah. I wonder if that's in their argument. I think the argument is just like it's Miss Olympia. That's the biggest title. That's the biggest championship. But okay, let's say $60,000 for classic. I don't think that's fair. You guys think that's fair? I think it should be higher than that. So how much higher should it be? I'm gonna wait for your
I
comments.
think it should be the same as 212 at least.
No, I think it should be like 200.
With Chris gone,
Yeah. We'll have to wait.
It's popular because of Chris.
Let's sleep on it. And then Bumstead said actually that he's gonna contribute to the prize money. So I wonder how much he's gonna put. But I believe, is there a button to swap your mic to mono or something? I think it's not on this one. No. Sorry, bro. It's mono for now. My first live. I'm gonna fix it later. But thanks for the heads up, Black Patron. Because I'm using OBS, right? So maybe it's through OBS. I can do a switcheroo somewhere. So 120K, 200K minimum by Cowboy. Morgan says 150K. He's a hater. He doesn't like classic. They should change the Center Trophy to no. You know what about that? BR bodybuilder. I believe that if Bumstead gives the money to the to contribute the money to the Olympia, the trophy should be changed to him. Like one of his shots like that. I'm gonna switch it up. Like one of his shots like this. You know this one? Bumstead has a good shot like that with the lat spread, the chest up, and then the bicep. I think it should be like a fucking oh my God, I'm training. My dream is to win a Bumstead instead of a Sando. I want to win a Bumstead. And then, how many Bumsteads do you have? I have 5 Bumsteads on my, what do you call the place over the fireplace? Mental? Fuck it. This word is mental right now. I have 5 Bumsteads on my mental. Right? 5 Bumstead on my mental. So that would be the new term. And the thing is, if the IFBB does not change the trophy of classic physique to a Bumstead instead of a whatever, is it Frank Zane right now? Frank Zane kind of set the standard for like golden era, but classic is all the golden era. Even Arnold, even Frank Zane, Ed Corney, all these guys. Maybe even Lila Brada, kind of the tail end, Silver Age. But if they refuse, if I was Chris Bumstead, I would do the Bumstead Classic and then put $400,000 for the first place Classic winner. And then that would be the Olympia of the Classic Physique. And you know what would happen? So you know what happened when Arnold kind of won up the Olympia? Well, Jake Wood on stage was like, we're not going to wait for next year. We're doing this year. First place, $600,000. The crowd went crazy. Kiss my Bumstead. I got a good amount of people here. Thanks for tuning in. This was supposed to be just a test that was unlisted. And then I went live without my consent. But it's okay. We're rolling with it. But yeah, let's see what other people on the internet has to say about this. Dumb Cardone. Without open, none of this would exist. Open bodybuilding has been around since the 1960s. Fair, emo. in my opinion. AJ Kelly Robert, that's like the biggest fan of bodybuilding in the world. He always hypes up the guys super hard on stage. It's almost sus, but I like it. There is only one way to the Sando Trophy, and that is via the Open, as there is only one Mr. Olympia. Yeah, what are the other guys called? Mr. Classic Olympia? Mr. Physique Olympia? You know, they should call it a Mr. Bumstead. How's that? Oh yeah, I have 3 Bumsteads on my mantle. I am Mr. Bumstead. The topic of today is the prize money. Is it written somewhere on the title? I have no idea. It's my first time doing it live on YouTube. But there should be, it should say like Olympia prize money. That's the title. That's the topic. We're talking about that. And look at the screen right now. It says fair payment, question mark? Well, I don't think it was fair. Should have been higher. I was actually really surprised it was $60,000. Like, don't you think there was like as many people coming to see Bumstead as they're coming to see, I don't know, Hadi? Because a lot of people are seeing Hadi, right? The Iranians, they love Hadi. The wolf. And the revenge body is saying here, they need to bump up all classes. I agree. But as a promoter, you're trying to make some money, right? So you're trying to gather sponsors. And the thing is, you know, a way you could get a lot more money with the sponsors? Jake would. That's an idea. How about not sell your stream for $70 US? You're going to make me bankrupt. You're going to make me bankrupt. And the thing is, less people will buy it. I didn't want to buy this. So I didn't. So if it was free, so many more people would watch it. Like the Arnold Classic. Like Arnold has got it down. Arnold, free stream, high prize money. And you know what? With a free stream, more people are watching. So you can go to your advertisement people and be like, look, I had like 1 million viewers. Give me $200,000 more. Then you take 150 of that 200, you put it in the prize money. Right? Antoine Bayan, what's the topic? I said that already. AJ kept posting Backstreet Boys shit on muscledevelopment.com before he showed up in person. Everyone just thought he was a troll. And if you ever met AJ in person, he's like 6'6". This guy's a giant. He like dwarfs all the bodybuilders he likes, saying they're all big. Dude, you're bigger than them already. Without working for it. This guy is like Andre the Giant from the UK with a cool swag to him, I guess. Yeah, Arnold is a real G. Arnold is the top G. Don Somberger. Taylor, the guy who wants to buy my HD clothing is back on. Oh. Listen, brother. I gave them to Value Village. I gave them to the thrift store. You know those bins outside? It says like put old clothes in there for donation. Well, I dumped it in there. What?
You gave it to shelters.
Yeah, shelters, bro. So if you see a bunch of bums walking around with HD shirts, that was me. Oh, Norway. Sorry, brother. AJ's from Norway. I thought it was from the UK for some reason. All right, let's switch it up here. Lee Priest. Oh, Lee Priest has a lot to say about this. All right. If the athletes don't like it, then they should talk to the athletes rep, or they could just add the athletes meeting. Lee Priest did that. Lee Priest came up with a freaking paper at the athletes meeting. With the athletes meeting back in the day, I think a lot of people just start talking shit about the organization. Well, maybe just Lee Priest. I think Craig Titus said a lot of shit too. He did a lot of shit too, though. I wonder how he's doing this guy. But yeah, say unless the prize money is spread out evenly, none of us are walking on stage the day before the show, but they don't stand up for themselves, that don't stay together. What the fuck, Lee? So they get what they. Let me read that again. But they don't stand up for themselves, that don't stay together, so they get what they get. End of the story. Stop complaining. Or do something about it. Well, Am I doing something about it? I'm doing a live stream. Uh-oh. Ed Connors, the OG of Gold's Gym Design. This Ed Connors used to own like 70 Gold's Gym. He's the one who discovered John Cena, The Ultimate Warrior, helped out Jay Cutler, Lee Priest. He hosted a lot of people at his house. And none of it was sus from what I heard. I even went to his house one time. Everything was normal. Yeah, Ed's a good guy. He says, no discrimination and a ridiculous gap between first and second. Plus, some athletes on stage don't get any money. This is a travesty. Travesty. Travestite? What are you saying? So I feel like the Arnold's a better show, lighting, production, a lot more professional, better prize money. I do agree. The thing with the Arnold, there was more prize money than the Olympia, with like half the classes gone. There was like no men's physique, no figure, no women's bodybuilding, pretty much like bikini and wellness, the glute categories, that we all love, and classic and was it 212? I don't remember. I was at the Arnold competing. I was busy competing. I wasn't looking around too much. Don't know why you put the Olympia to shame. I know. Well, not to shame, because the Olympia is the Olympia. But it did, I do strongly believe that Jake would up the money because of Arnold. I mean, it can't be just like the Olympia, the second biggest paid show in the world. It has to be the first, right? And I think Jake Wood has the money for that. And I've heard that Jake Wood, I was like, how did this guy got all this money to buy the Olympia? Because I think The Rock tried to buy it, $7 production tried to buy it, right? And then they asked who owned the Olympia before. I forgot his name. But he was asking for too much. And then even The Rock said, The Rock says, I don't allow this. I don't want it. Too much money. But Jake Wood was like, I like bodybuilding. I have all this money. And they bought it. I think I've heard, somebody said to me, his family or somebody or him or somebody in his family created this patent, this thing that is now in all the commercial planes built. It's in there. So dude is still racking money to this day from that invention. That's the rumor that I heard. So, yeah. Classic should get 3 times as much. I agree. I would put $200K for Classic. But the thing is are people going to care as much to, since Bump says not there anymore? I think the biggest stars right now of the Classic division are Urs, Dino, and I guess Mike the Badass is he was popular, but now he's going to be really more popular. He's like second in line. I was really surprised. I thought Urs would get second place. I mean, Urs my friend, so maybe I'm a little bit biased. But, yeah. Sean Ray wasn't scared to speak his mind, but Sean Ray sometimes I thought he said a lot of weird shit. Got a lot of flag back, but I guess it comes with the game, right? If you say everything that's on your mind, well, hey, guys, if I said everything that's on my mind, probably get canceled or banned or in jail. So I don't do that. You can't say everything that's on your mind. You can't. You got to have a filter on and just like process like the information, because I am too impulsive to do that. I believe it will still be a popular classic. I mean, it's not going anywhere, right? Let's see more comments on this thing. Oh, Hannah, Heavy Pro Figure. Okay, can we list the women payments here? Smiley face with a little crying thing. Well, what's she saying here? No, I don't want to talk about the woman. Without open, that is what exists. I saw already. Let's go down. More. 50 for Olympia prep. Is it enough? Well, No, it's not enough. The thing is, the cool thing, like, I've done the Olympia twice. First time the Olympia, I was like 14th place. I got $2,000 US. I was like, oh, fucking tail end of the pack, and I got 2 grand. Pretty good. Olympia, I mean Arnold, I was like 7th place for both shows. One, I was like, was I second to last or was I the last one at the UK, babe? And there again, she is gone. I don't remember. But I was 7th place for both. But there was 9 guys in the first one. 7th place at the Arnold, I think that was like $9,000 or $7,000 US. I was like, thanks, Arnold. Jeez. You know, that paid a lot of chicken. So, see what you guys are saying here. If Olympia spent more time on making content and used that for advertising, the prices would increase. They'd also have a better gauge for what's popular. Yeah, they should make more content. But I thought they probably have an Olympia, like, you know what they should do? You're right. They should have like an Olympia channel on YouTube. And then there was one guy, like, maybe a guy like, hey, I could do it. Or like Nick Trigg, if he wasn't, if he wasn't like talking so much shit. Who else could do this? Or John Bravo could do this too. Another guy is one of my buddies, and he's doing a pretty good job, I think. Greg Doucette, maybe, if he didn't yell and it was so negative and just talked about his cookbooks. But there could be a potential there that Olympia could create a YouTube channel and just do the new stuff. And the thing is, if you only rely on yourself to do content, at some point you're like, dude, I'm not doing anything more than usual. I've been doing this for 22 years, and unless I'm going around in a costume doing stupid shit, like what the fuck am I doing? I'm eating meals and training. So then people don't care anymore as much, so you gotta talk about the news. So I get why people do it. That's what I'm doing right now. It's fun too. I like bodybuilding. I like to talk about it. Someone said you can't in Canada. I don't know what you're saying. But yeah, it's a shame he's banned from YouTube. He was good at what he did. It's just, the thing is, people like negativity because he gets the clicks. But it's like me, I feel like I would feel too bad to talk shit about someone like that. Or if I know it's going to make somebody angry or upset them, I feel like, I don't feel like I would do that. So I like bodybuilding news. I think I'm going to do like funny or positive bodybuilding news. Bodybuilding news with a positive twist. Probably not gonna do well, but that's what I want to do. Because I don't like to talk shit. Even now, I'm talking about the prize of money. I'm not talking shit. I'm giving my opinion. I think it's great they're increasing the money overall. And the thing is, shout out to Tyler Mannion. He has a show, the Pittsburgh Pro. 100 grand for the first place winner for the Open. That's good. And the deal he had with Uprising, shout out to guys Chanino and the guys at Uprising. Even though I don't take Kratom, or I don't think people should take it, anybody should take that, because there are some addictive qualities to that drug, because it is a drug. But other than that, shout out to those guys, because they were able to like up the prize money to all the shows, I think in the US at least. But yeah, so shout out to Tyler Mannion and everybody trying to raise the prize money. Shout out to Jake Wood for increasing the prize money for the Open, right? So I think the rest will follow, because if people are talking about it right now, it's like, hey, you up this class that much. They're not bad guys. They're not that greedy. If they'd be that greedy, they would have not up any money, right? They like to make a statement. They like to everybody likes to make the sport bigger, including Tyler Mannion. I've heard it from very close sources. It's one of his goals to raise the bodybuilding industry to its highest. Shout out to Jake Wood, increase the prize money. All these guys, they want to make it better. I want to make it better, because I think giving back is very important to kind of close the loop of success, if you want to call it. I think if you just keep everything for yourself, it's a dead end, right? Stops here, stops right here. Not good. So you gotta give back so it keeps going around. So kind of tiresome to just listening to everyone glazing. It can't be all positive. Yeah, I get that. But there's a difference in between saying something like if it's a bad news, like, oh my god, this guy got in a fight, punched him in the face, I don't agree with that. Then I'm kind of like saying something negative, but it makes sense. I'm not gonna be like, let's say, let's talk about, for example, uh, fuck, what's his name? Skywalker, Joe Skywalker, John Skywalker. His foot is messed up on the story. He's in the hospital. I could talk shit like, what an idiot. It's because of this, it's because of that. I don't fucking know why he's like that. Obviously, something went wrong health wise. But what I could do is maybe talk about my own experience. Like, oh yeah, when I mix uh, party drugs with everything else, it wasn't good. You know, my heart didn't like it. And, you know, they split. If you just point fingers, I find that, and you use everybody else's misery to have your own clicks, that's what I don't like. I mean, I guess sometimes you'll have, you as a news reporter, it feels like you kind of have to cross the line. But if I would do the news stuff, I would try to just like be right on the cusp, right on the edge, no further. That's how I am. And the thing is, people like emotions, right? So they want to be angry. They want to be, oh, look at this fucking asshole. I'm better than him because I wasn't stupid at that precise moment like he was. You know, you can make people angry or like, good. See that? Fucking idiot. Good for him. Or another emotion that I like better is fucking laughing, being happy. So if you do funny content, right? If you make people like laugh and stuff, you also get an emotion. You can also get clicks and followers. You don't have to be always pissy and angry and fucking negative, or scream at the camera, like Greg just said. You don't have to scream at the camera. You don't have to. You don't have to. You could lower the pitch, a couple notches, and it would still be fine. I mean, you can still say cookbook, buy my cookbook, but you don't have to scream it, you know. But all right, another comment here by Visibis. 60 years of Olympia, they don't even need to do the news. So much history to capitalize the interviews. You're right, dude. You're right. They could do the news, obviously, but they could actually even interview, like, listen, Frank Zane. Interview Frank Zane, talk about some stuff, and then you get the really like techie guys to find all the footage, make it cool. Because if it's just him talking like that, like me right now, it would be way cooler if there was images of the Olympia and shit swifting around, or like, oh, here's a transition, here's another transition. That would be way better, right? But you get a guy like Frank Zane, you make him talk, you put all the old footage over that from Pumping Iron and whatever else, like VHS maybe recorded. That would be sick. Olympia channel, they should do it. There's no money in it and has never been. Brainlets, I forgot your, I didn't see your other comments before. There's no money in it and never has been. What happened to your old buddy Cedric? No, Cedric actually became a youth offender counselor, and I think he has a baby now. And he kind of stepped away from bodybuilding. I don't know why exactly, but my assumption is he probably saw that it didn't give him, maybe it wasn't worth it for him anymore, or he found that maybe the lifestyle was like, had a negative connotation for him, right? Maybe he was too obsessive. He was pretty obsessed, that's for sure. So I think he's doing well, honestly. I went on his Instagram the other day, or his Facebook, and he was just in a car with his baby in the back or something. So I was like, oh shit, people change. Olympia TV could have classic guys run opposing course for open bodybuilders. Yeah, there could be that would be a good idea for a YouTube video. You get like I don't know, Frank Zane, and then you get even Bumstead or somebody else in there. Oh, Breon, really good posing, right? You get these guys to teach like open guys some classic poses. That'd be a sick YouTube video that Olympia could do. That's right. A lot of cool ideas around. But let's see some more comments here. I'm gonna shut it down. So this was supposed to be a test stream. Test stream. And then, what's up, Kelly? Oh, Kamalu. It's supposed to be a test stream, and I went online without my consent, and I saw people starting jumping in the chat there. So, yeah. So I just went with it. Absolutely not. How did they come up with this? Seriously, yes, open is the main attraction, but the pay gap between the 3 classes and open is ludicrous. Mr. O is getting almost 3 times the other and the 3 put together. Yeah, but honestly, I wonder like if okay, let's do a test. We could do a test like that. So one weekend we have the Mr. Olympia Open. Only 1 class, just open. And then you check the views, all for free. You check the views. And then you have Classic Division, free stream, Olympia, Bumstead versus Urs versus Dino versus Mike the Badass for free. Just 1 class that weekend. Count the views. You do that for men's physique and 212. I wonder who would get the most views. I wonder who would get. And then with the views, that would be a good way to do it. With the views, let's say if there's 600,000 views for men's open, $600,000. But let's say if you have 450,000 views for classic, oh, maybe the proportion is, maybe they should have more money than it is now, right? So you just kind of like count the views and see the popularity. So let's say if like 30% of people don't care about classic physique, I mean, they'll lose 30% money. And then if like 80% of people don't care about men's physique, then they don't get 80% of the money. You know what I mean? Open puts the asses in the seats, plain and simple. Yeah, like there's a reason why they keep the Olympia at the end usually, or the open guys at the end. Because honestly, in Canada, there's shows that we actually put the men's bodybuilding first, because in huge like pro qualifier shows, there's so many people, so they just kind of like sometimes put the classes in the best order for effectiveness. And when we put like men first, as soon as men's like are done, there's a whole crowd that just walks out the door, walks out. So people sometimes they want to see the muscles, right? So I think you're right. It does put most of the seats in the most of the asses in the seat, like you said. So do you think that if Psycho and Chris Sassetto got it right with Andrew and he was full, ripped to shred? I mean, I don't think he could have beaten Samson this year. But I do think he has I do like Andrew Jack's physique better, because I like the hardness of the physique and the separation and just the way he's built. He's like, I don't know. If I would build a character in a video game, you know, I probably built it like him. But I do like Andrew Jack's physique more. I feel he's also more like athletic looking almost, but that's just my taste. But he does need a lot more thickness to compete against Samson. But if he gets that thickness down, because look how many years did it take Samson? And Samson wasn't young when he's just gone the ranks, right? You have this picture. I want to see that. Let me try to find it. I saw a really good before and after of Samson. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna share that with you guys. Boom. So see that? 2018. He wasn't that young there, right? What is he now? How old is Samson? 39? 38? So that was 6 years ago, like 33. So boom, comes in the game like this. And then it took him 6 years to get all this mass to be filled out. Because once a tall guy gets filled out, he wins, right? So this is what if they have a good structure and condition. So this is what happened here. So Andrew Jack, how long has he been competing? It's not 6 years like that, right? Maybe a little bit more, but like 6 years of like hard gaining every. I feel like he's been competing for like 3 years. It's been like kind of good, but this guy needs to like give him another 3 years of like getting super huge like Samson. So I think Andrew Jack is next in line. He does lack a little bit of detail. That's why I say that I like striations. I like striations on a bodybuilder everywhere. It's like the ultimate final step in achievement of like conditioning, and I'm a conditioning guy. So I do. That's why Samson. But Samson was. I think he was the best. It was too big. It was too big. Listen, it was too big to get beaten by the other guys, and it wasn't like off. So if you're that huge, you're over 300 pounds, or whatever, on stage, and you're not off, and Hadi his back was not as good. Is Hadi from the front hard as nails, right? Obviously. Derek, I think it was just he was the best last year, but I think this year is like I find that the front of his quads were not the same, but I've seen some pictures and they look the same in the pictures. So I was so confused. So I don't know. You really have to be a judge and sitting like right there to really have like a good like opinion. If you're not there in person, it's not the same. And the thing is, even if we think that this guy should have won and this and that, we're not the judges. We don't know exactly what criteria they have at that special moment in their heads, right? So it's like we can't really cry about it. I mean, we can, it's fun to talk about it. Oh, fuck, this guy got ripped off. This is what fans do, right? That's totally fine. But it's not like this guy was doing a race, a 100-yard race, and then boom, he beat the guy with a race. Oh, then there's nothing to talk about, right? Nothing to talk about. The guy just did a race and he won. Whatever, maybe he pushed him. Oh, big controversy, he pushed the guy. But no, it's just a race. With bodybuilding, it's like it's judged. You have no control of the results, so it's crazy. Yeah, there was some feathering on the quads now. But how do you explain we don't see any more Andreas Monster type condition today? No more shredded Christmas tree on stage. No, there is Christmas trees on stage. You go look to the classic division. There is some in the open too, but you're right, it's not as good. But if you would look, I'm gonna talk about that and I'm shut it down. Look at this guy here. Who is this? I don't even know who that guy is. Oh, it was Keon. It was from the back, that's why. Look at Keon. Boom. Christmas tree. Shredded glutes. But the only thing that Andreas Munzer would have on him would be the striations and the lats like that. Well, he has a little bit here, right? But they're hard to get. Like, I try to have the striated lats. I do have some striations in my lats. But it's not like Andreas Munzer. Like, Munzer was crazy. So I get that. And the reason why, I think, is because people are trying to be really big. And open size is one of the main things that makes open. It's the size. So I think they try to, like, keep as much fullness throughout the prep. And sometimes you just lose a little bit of that hard detail. And the fact that the classic guys have to, like, go down in the weight class, they have to be no body fat at all. Super dry, this and that. And it's easier to be shredded when you're smaller. Like, to be like 240 at like 6'2" is way, and shredded is way easier to be 270. It's like whatever, like let's say I'm 5'11". My classic weight would be, well, I'm almost 6, but let's say I'm like 5'11". What, 225, 228? This is the last time I was 233 on stage. I was 23 years old. There's no way I could do that, right? But it's way easier to be smaller and super shredded than to be big and shredded. So I think that's why. And also maybe the guys are like putting too much stuff in their shoulders and stuff, so it kind of like removes the striations. So maybe that's what's happening too. But I like striations. I have striations in my delts. That's one of my strong points, but it doesn't win shows, right? It's almost the judges would like to see more fullness and size in the chest and shoulders and the arms than to see all the detail. If you get both, you're Phil Heath, I guess. But I think that's what it is. All right, guys. Well, Andreas Munzer, well, good example for conditioning, but I think he did either. I don't know exactly how he passed away. I think it was in a plane or something. He might have been a little bit extreme with some diuretics I heard, or some stuff. I don't know, but sometimes it's like some people could get extreme with stuff, and then they get away with it. But some people who have like predisposition with health problems, it's not good when they go extreme. This is what happens. They have big problems or pass away. All right. Well, my heart is good. I saw the cardiologist beginning of the year, and everything's good. He told me I should do the same thing, and I told him like, hey, what if I retired like when I'm 40 or something? So he said, oh, you'll be good. You'll be fine. So I just don't do anything stupid. Obviously, in the off season, I keep take it chill. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and I'm gonna do more of these in the future, more organized. Like I said, this was supposed to be a test. So, peace out, people. You guys take care. All right. Double army salute.